with here. There's a Cosmic Divide being used. Garnet's playing up close here. I mean, that's just so unexpected, and he satchels and evacuates. He's well out of there. Well out of there.
It's amazing, and they didn't hear the nade being dropped either, so look at the damage it did to common BCJ.
Fully softened up.
Meanwhile, Foxy's got himself into a good position over an A ramp.
Oh boy.
Reading that something could be happening. Noise bait as if it's going A, but actually the spike's still going B.
So just trying to draw those rotations. That's the name of the game right now for EG. Flash over the top though, and Sushi Boy still watching from heaven. Flick of the wrist, and he finds one more target, and still, there's just no time. EG denied it, and another comeback completed. Talon will move forwards.
Pushed up too.
Out from Crash, he's getting information right there on Mail and B main. Star getting ready to delay even more. There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Counter flash out from EG. Putting Crashes away again. Yeah. It's the angles from the bottom. Everybody's falling. And it's a stronghold from EG. A strong fight from Energy as well, as they easily take the series over Evil Geniuses.
Clean through, lined up, a retake of Waterfall. It might just all tumble, it might just all fall. 100 Thieves, you gotta collect the kills with the utility. Chosen, he's blocked them off. It's a scramble. Everything on the line for it. Chosen, you gotta stick it. Chosen spraying, spray denied. No way. Off of it all. He's the hero in this scenario, and 100 Thieves have been denied.
Cloud9. Calm's watching it, guys. This is it.
This is how it ends. Zeppa's the last one up.
Look at Demon One going for it.
I want it. The flash and the kill delivers. They prove lightning can strike the same place twice. Evil Geniuses, welcome to Tokyo.
Difficult to say the very least. Time's there. Demon One finally making it to the site. But Alpha waiting on the corner. He wants this done. He wants him dead. Demon One, the last man standing. And Fnatic, surely now, this moment is theirs. 40 HP for Demon One. And they're just not letting him get that room. They're not entertaining the idea. Leo, the one to send him away again. As Fnatic's dynasty starts today. Back-to-back international winners. Still anyone's game here. Jing, the next to try and step into the ring. Demon One on the other side. Ethan's found. Mind Freak is down to 2. This could be it. Another chance for Jing. It's all over. EG are your Valorant World Champions.
What started off as a season of misery ends in a season of infamy. Give it up for your 2023 World Champions, Evil Geniuses!
So today we have to talk about one of the most unlikely stories I think we've seen so far in Valorant, and that is the rise of EG. You saw there some of the highlights back in the early part of the year when it just wasn't that good, to be honest, for EG, and now they are the champions of the world. A crazy, crazy story. And, well, one quick announcement as well. I'll be streaming Sunset later today. So there'll probably be a video coming out about my kind of first impressions for Sunset and that kind of stuff later on today. Come and hop on to the stream as well if you want to. But yes, today, of course, we have to take a look at PaperX versus EG. And we're going to start here with the pistol round of the attacking side for EG. And this is the half we're going to focus on the last map, Lotus. And really, I think the PaperX's comp, you know, they were fighting a real uphill battle on this defensive side. They were 7-5 up to start this half, but it was just going to be so tough for them with this comp on this side because they're not playing any Sentinel. They're playing double Duelist with an Astra Omen. Very weird comp, so they don't have much info other than the sky. You know, no Sentinel to kind of tell them what's going on. Like, it's just going to be very tricky for them, and EG knew how to exploit it, as you'll see, right? It's going to just be very tricky for whoever's basically on their own. And you'll see that in this round. Now, EG actually start off with a bit of aggression towards B and getting the ult up there for Jawg. Forsaken actually opens the door completely on his own. I actually thought this was a bit of a genius move by PaperX because when you open the door like this, right, even if, you know, they don't see anyone afterwards, it makes you feel, for if you're EG, like there's more people here, right? Otherwise, why would you open the door if you're on your own, right? Like, when you open the door, it's kind of signaling that we want to take this fight almost. You know, that's what we're kind of looking for. So you think that it's probably going to be 2 or 3 people if you're EG. And so they will, you know, use their Skydog here and open the door at the same time, you know, to take that fight if it's there. Obviously, we know it's not, and it's just Forsaken. So EG clear out the front part of C. They've obviously got the B control as well. And now they come back towards the A side. Now, PaperX think about rotating, but as you can see, they do manage to come back. And what we're going to see now is a bit of a spar between both sides. Something almost whiffs his dash, which, you know, is going to come in later on in this game as well. But now we're going to get a fight, right? PaperX have enough people here to take this fight for sure, and that's what we're going to get. Jawg is actually going to go blast packing through his wall and manage to kill something here, but Jing is going to push out the other way and get the kill on Jawg because in the meantime, EG are actually going to come running back to C with the lurk here from Boostio.
Nearly caught, face checking the wall. But 30 seconds left, EG have to find a kill.
Yeah, they're struggling right now. They're just kind of being halted at the door. Jawg off to a quick start, but Jing gonna stride on forward and
But PaperX try and spring their trap, and we go 1 for 1, and it's okay. And Jing, you know, now that he's pushed up, he gets this pretty early information. The problem is the Boostio is already through, as we can see, and so he's beat the timing on MyFreak here, who does not realize. And then this is part of your problem again, right? No killjoy or anything like that. This flash from Devi, you might think, oh, it's going to come and flash Boostio. No, this flash is to come out of B and try and get that info there, as then Forsaken is going to hear these players and this flash come in towards C, so they know it's a C hit. These guys are going to go running, and Boostio, you know, gets a free kill and then manages to escape as well. And then they overwhelm Forsaken, and it ends up being a pretty easy win here for EG. But this kind of, you know, easy lurk free kill, you know, this is going to be a problem that PaperX, you know, they were going to suffer with this comp very likely, because they just don't have that sentinel to give them information that this is happening.
The flash, it didn't pop, and he takes the head of MindFreak. They're going all the way to C. Boostio can cut off the rotations. They've been Forsaken. The site's going to be theirs for the plant.
The safety net in Boostio's lurk pays off for EG. A 4v2 now. Boostio will even be healed up. No smokes. PaperX have to almost fight here, commit to some of these engagements.
And Boostio might have just done enough for EG this round. Ethan, yes, will confirm it, but Boostio's position was everything.
Moving ahead to round number 15, so this is just a bonus here for EG. You see that they don't even have one Vandal or Phantom on their side here, but they still managed to win this round. And it starts off with a PaperX 4-stack here on A, getting aggressive, taking this A control, but also with just Forsaken pushing out here on C on his own. And you might be like, what are you doing here, Forsaken, right? Like, why would you do that? But again, with the comp that they're playing, they need early information. They need to be in positions kind of like this. Now, maybe this is a bit too aggressive, but this is the kind of thing that I can almost forgive Forsaken for, because with this comp, they kind of need that, right? Because they don't have any information elsewhere. So they push them off A, they start to rotate to B, but now Forsaken is just in on his own. And you'll see he's just going to go 1 for 1 when EG finally do come towards him. And then Jing, by that time, has managed to get back to C, but that's going to be the same thing as well, where Jing is just going to go 1 for 1 as well. And all of a sudden, we end in a 3v3.
Forsaken, but he's got 5 against him. His teammates are on B. Maybe he needs some help here. Someone bail out Forsaken, please. He's trying to stand and fight, but there's an army in his way. EG overwhelmed, they're going to get an upgrade, but trying to get quick to it. Jing tries to deny them, slows them down, holds them back, but he gets broken in on. A minute on the board, and they've got the site. They should be able to get a plant, and with this, they can take some space.
Posted through.
Now, the next part of this round is something in this smoke. And you might think what's about to happen next is quite weird from him, but I'm not sure that the Skydog from Ethan here saw him, right? So we've just had a Razor in this corner and a Skydog come this way that I don't think saw something. I think he managed to time it perfectly getting into the smoke as the Skydog was kind of leaving the smoke. And so this is going to look weird when this smoke drops and Jawg just kills him straight away. But I think something, you know, we're going to get an Omen flash down here, and he's just waiting to kind of go because he thinks he's, you know, got a free timing here. And there's a free kill just waiting for him, you know, as the smoke drops, essentially. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and Jawg is just going to make him look like a fool and get this kill, which, you know, makes him look a bit stupid. And then we end up in a 2v3, and EG are able to close it out.
Live.
What's he doing? The paranoia's gone in. He's just standing there. Jawg punishes this. And now down to 2, MindFreak and Devi need to dig deep. The plant's not in. They've still got a second to work. You see Divide trying to have a little look. See if he could spot out where Ethan is. They're creeping closer. There's nowhere safe in this Mind Freak with a huge pickup towards Ethan. Demon 1 still standing. It's a 1v1. Demon 1 wins it! EG!
You head now to round number 21, and Paper Rex have managed to get a couple rounds on this defensive side, and I think in particular, that was when they had an op with something, right? Because the defense side just makes more sense when they have an op on their Jet, right? Because what we just saw Forsaken do, where he's out here on C alone as an Astra with a rifle, is like, well, yeah, what the hell are you doing, right? But if this is a Jet with an op, that makes more sense, right? Like, yeah, that's fine. And so when something had an op, it just allowed them to, like, you know, one person can just control one side of the map, right? And be a big threat. And then they can have a stack elsewhere on the map, right? And so that's good. But when something doesn't have an op, and after they lost a couple rounds, you know, we went back to this, where something now only has a rifle again, their defense, again, just felt very, very shaky, and it felt like they couldn't really do much. And, well, in this round, we're going to start off with a crazy raise ult from Jawg, who was having a great second half to this map. And, yeah, I don't know how he managed to predict where something would end up. This was insane.
Playing, they can start tasting this. Can Paper X stop it? Can they hold anything? Oh! Straight out of the sky, something is just evaporated.
So from there, they then go for this fast B split. Obviously, Paper Rex don't know. This is the problem when you lose A, right? You don't know if it's an A hit or a B hit. They come in onto the B site. And in a second, we're going to see some nice trades. I mean, Forsaken here has his Odin, and he's going to start, you know, kind of going back and forth. The nade keeps him back for a second. But in a second, we're going to see some nice trades. Now, after that happens, we're going to see the spike go down here from Ethan, and then he's going to pop Seekers. But Jing finds a really good timing to almost get ahead of the Seekers and get a kill. It's going to go crazy back and forth trades. We're going to end up in a 3v2 for a brief second with Paper Rex. But then Demon 1's going to find a trade here on Jing, and we'll end up in a 2v2.
They come through, and the gap's getting close. Chocobo again. He is traded this time. A 3v3. Jing wants in. He gets in. He takes down Ethan. He's got the sight. Demon 1 on the trade, and now the 2v2. Devi held back.
Okay, so 2v2, and it's a very weird 2v2 as well, because it's almost two 1v1s, right? Like two completely separated fights. And this was the fight that was probably always going to happen first, because obviously these two are the detached ones. And so, you know, if either of these two lose the fight, it's basically round over. So they want to play nice and safe, these two. So the fight comes between these two, and Calm is going to manage to win this 1v1. But Mind Freak still manages to get to a 1v1 as well. But then Demon 1 just had an insane series as a whole. And anytime he was put in a 1v1, it just felt automatic that Demon 1 was going to win that 1v1. And that happened here.
Get there. He has to try and get past Com, and he's just not letting him through. Com takes down Devi. It's on Mind Freak now, or it's 12. He's looking for it. He's desperate for it. Can he save Paper Rex? Not today. 12 on the board. EG need one more round.
Championship point for Evil Geniuses.
And to finish, we have round number 23. And here's the thing. If you're wondering why they nerfed some ults to 9 cost, well, this is one of the reasons. Because Jawg here, he's going to start off 4 ult orbs off an ult in this round. He's going to get his ult by the end of the round without getting a single kill. He's going to farm all 3 ult orbs and plant the spike to get his ult. And this is the reason why they made some of these ults 9 cost. Because there are just some pro teams now who have realized, oh yeah, we can just min-max this to like the, you know, the nth degree, and end up with some crazy ult situations like this one, where we can just get free ults. You know, I remember a game that MIBR played as well, where they, in overtime, farmed all 3 ult ups to get a Killjoy lockdown, which is just kind of a crazy tactic as well. But here we go. They take the B main control. In this one, actually, they have a double stack here towards C. And again, they open the door and kind of act like, yeah, there's a lot of people here. And there is 2 people here this time. And actually, they go and destroy this alarm bot, which, you know, really kind of sells the idea to EG here that there are a lot of people here. What's about to happen next, though, I'm sure something did not sleep. Because in just a second, Forsaken's actually going to find, I think, a spam kill through the smoke. But something is going to dash into the wall. And I'm sure he has spent all night thinking about, what if I just didn't dash into this wall?
Hoping to maybe cost EG a little utility, but it's something. He's waiting. This guy is pixel perfect. Forsaken's the one to find it. Oh, no! He's just been caught on the way out. Demon 1 on the punish, and that's an upgrade.
So Jawg is going to pick up his second ult orb just there, and the dog comes in on C and chases Forsaken. But EG are actually going to come back towards A. They just tap the door there to spread a bit of misinformation. Skyflash comes out on B. So Paperbrex, again, searching for where exactly they are. And in just a second, we're going to get Mindfreak's Omen ult in here. But Calm hears it and just hides behind his Viper stuff, so he doesn't get that information of whether anyone is there or not. So really good by EG as well. Bit unfortunate the timing for Mindfreak there, but you know, good from EG to kind of hear it and quickly get away. You see that they start to come towards this A site. Now, in just a second, we're going to get this Astral coming across here from Forsaken, but it's a bit too late, right? Jawg's gone and got another ult, though. You see they pass him the spike. This Astral, though, as I said, it's kind of a, like... It's just not at the right time, right? Because we're not really fully ready for a retake yet, right? We need to at least get Jing across here. But we also aren't stopping them from coming in onto the site. You know, they're already planting. So it's just slightly mistimed with the Astral here. And you'll see the actual final kill. Jing is killed when this Astral actually goes down here in just a second. But now they have that Razor after they're going to plant the spike. It doesn't actually matter because they managed to trade this kill on Divide, you know, kind of without it. But we end up in a 3v3. But EG will manage to keep their cool, get the kills, and win the game, and become world champions. And I did not think, and none of you thought either. In fact, I bet even Potter didn't think at the start of this year that they would be truly lifting the Champions Trophy at the end of the year.
Planting. He's going to have the showstopper.
This is it. This is huge. Divine now. Got to be careful. He's a little ahead of expectation, but Calm on the way. He's going to take him down. Still trying to dig deeper. The paint, it didn't connect. He found nothing. It's a 3v3. Still anyone's game here. Jing, the next to try and step into the ring. Demon one on the other side. Ethan's found. Mindfreak is down to 2. This could be it. Another chance for Jing. It's all over. EG are your Valorant World